Yo pensé que ella lo hubiera perdido natural. Eso fue lo que ella me dijo. Unos meses después, yo me enteré por parte de otra persona que ella quiso sacarlo.
Yohan comes out to explain to Danielle why exactly he said she had a miscarriage and not an abortion. And as you saw right there at the very beginning, he simply says that she told him that she had a miscarriage. But later on, he found out from another source that no, it was not a miscarriage, it was actually an abortion. But the reason why he could not tell Danielle the truth, well, this is why.
Ella lo perdió porque yo, en realidad, yo sí quería ese bebé. Me siento cómodo recordando, hablando de eso.
At the end of the day, he's gone through an experience where he really, really wanted a child. The child was then taken away from him, and he thought it was a miscarriage, but really and truly it was a girl lying to him because she didn't want it herself, so therefore she got aborted. Now, of course, I can understand for someone or anyone in this world that really, really want a child, you know, find out that the person that you was going to have a child with lied to you about what happened with the child. I can understand why that's not an experience that you want to go through, or why it's an experience that you don't want to remember and you don't want to talk about it, you know? And respectfully, I completely get it. But at the same time, though, when it comes to himself and Danielle isn't just some woman in his life, she is now his wife. So to be fair with you, he should have just been 100% about it anyway, because the whole idea of connecting with someone who you see being your wife is because you have the ability to tell them anything and everything, okay? All the way from your deepest, darkest secrets, all the way to the most messed up things going. I mean, to be fair, that's a lie, because I won't lie to you, man. Even if I was to marry someone, I don't think I could ever tell them my deepest, darkest secret, to be honest with you. That's a lie. But you get what I'm saying, though. At the end of the day, things like these, things that you've been through that you don't want to go through again. And to be honest with you, this would have been a very crucial thing, because if I'm with someone and someone has done this to me before, 100% I'm telling the next person that, listen, we get pregnant, please do not abort the child, because I want the child. I've barely been through an experience where a child was my child was aborted, and I had no idea about it neither, because the person that got pregnant lied to me and told me that it was a miscarriage, you know, and obviously that has hurt me ever since. And I don't want to be in a position where that happens ever again. So to be honest with you, he should have 100% been vocal about it, because it would have been a thing that would have put her on high alert to understand the pain he goes through, or the pain that he went through, you know, but given the fact that he had tried for a child, or not necessarily tried, but the fact that, you know, he'd got someone pregnant in the past and that child was supposed to be here, right here with him. Of course, if that had happened, maybe him and Danielle would never met, but either way though, this is definitely information that you should definitely 100% tell. But at the end of the day, Yohan is still a young man, still growing and learning ways, and that is fantastic. But you know what though? Despite the fact that he's learning and growing, I just don't like the way Danielle goes about it. Because to be honest with you, she says quite a few things back.
Cuando tenemos problemas, es importante a mí, los dos hablamos.
You see, there is so much truth in that statement of that we should talk about things. Okay, I feel like I'm going to be harsh if I say that this is the problem. The problem is that Danielle doesn't know how to talk to Yohan, because she legit always talks to him as if he's a child. But at the same time, though, I'm not going to put all the blame on herself in particular, because the fact is, though, if Yohan is in a position where he felt ready to get married to someone and get married to a woman that was older than him, to be fair with you, he should already had a mindset of a certain level of maturity, a certain level of knowing how to handle himself around someone that would talk to him as if he's a freaking child. But to be honest with you, communication is 100% a key thing, and 100% communication will be very important for their relationship moving forward. But Danielle needs to learn how to communicate with Yohan, and Yohan also needs to learn to make sure that Danielle doesn't continue talking to him as if he is beneath her. But at the same time, the Yohan does do certain things that pretty much does put him in that pocket. But he has to learn to get out of that. But listen, this is what Danielle says next that really, really bothered me the most.
Yo sé que tengo que ser más claro y así nos vamos a entender mejor.
You know, in this scene here, I was like, you know, Yohan has shown a lot of strength. A lot of strength to hold himself accountable for the fact that he felt like the conversation didn't go the way it should have gone, that he maybe should have communicated with Danielle in a better way. He does go on to explain that he should have been a bit more clearer, despite the fact that they both speak different languages. But at the end of the day, you know, he understands that him being clear is very crucial moving forward. And one thing, and again, what I really respected is the level of accountability that he took on in this conversation. But you see Danielle, though, she didn't take any accountability one bit for anything that she said towards him, because You know, in the last episode, this woman legit ridiculed this man. You know, she legit. You know what? Let me pull up the clip real quick. I'll find it.
Hablo, tú cállate la boca. ¿Tú entiendes? Cuando tú hablas, yo cállate, ¿sí?
When I speak, you just shut the hell up. See, you know, it would have been nice to see Danielle, you know, apologize for this scene stuff in particular. It would have been amazing. But, you know, when it comes to Danielle, it's always about Danielle's way and no other way, because that's the kind of person that she is. And it is quite interesting that despite the fact that Yohan came into this conversation with accountability and she didn't, and then she had the audacity to say this.
We've made a lot of progress today, but Yohan still clearly has a long way to go when it comes to having a mature adult relationship.
Who the hell is she to sit there and say that we've come a long way, but Yohan still needs to learn to have a mature adult conversation? My man turned up, held himself accountable, said everything that he did wrong, and not only did he speak about what he did wrong, but he also spoke about how he could improve it as well. Man said the communication wasn't great. I obviously didn't tell you the truth because of this, but moving forward, I am going to be more clear what I say. At the end of the day, a relationship is built on misunderstandings that, of course, we have to talk about and do better. See how you see that right there? Man covered everything. But all she had to do, was say, you know what, I'm so grateful. Don't get me wrong, she did say that she was happy that he came there and had a civil conversation, but what she should have really said is that, listen, I'm so grateful for the fact that, you know, you went away, you held yourself accountable for you know what I mean? And I really had like the fact that you've come back, you apologized, and honestly, that means so much to me. But at the same time, though, I was also out of order because I legit told you to shut the F up when I'm talking, and I'm in no place to say that to you. That is not how I should be speaking to my partner. Therefore, I apologize. And anything else that she's done as well, you know, she could have just apologized for a whole heap of stuff, but about not supporting him with his business, telling him how to run his business, you know what I mean, coming in and making a mockery of how he does it. Where is it? Where is this accountability? Can we see it, please? Can we find it, please? Because I can't find it. I was trying to look for it and I still can't find it. But you know what though? Danielle was probably gonna go on her TikTok, start talking her smack and defending her stuff about da. I don't know if you know about this, but at the end of the day, she goes on TikTok quite a bit. She talks a lot of madness, defending her actions. Like, honestly, this woman is just a girl. Yeah. You know, there's no other way of looking at it. But listen, at the end of the day, you let me know exactly what you are thinking down below in the comment section, and we can definitely talk about it. But with that being said, please don't forget to like, sub, and comment.